Hi Libra, welcome to Libra season and thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be your general reading for October. So let's get straight into it. This is where you are now, the challenge you face. Wow, Ace of Pentacles twice right there. The resources you can use, the hidden forces, the potential outcome. And from the runes, we're going to pull one to give you a little insight on what is the spiritual lesson in your experience right now. Okay, that's interesting. All right, Libra, give me a second here. Ace of Pentacles is coming out here twice in the position of where you are now and the challenge you face. So Ace of Pentacles, clearly there's a financial element to your reading that's very strong. It's talking here about you having ideas, inspiration, fresh projects, new beginnings in the physical realm. And the same thing that's offering you a lot of potential and giving you access for progress is the very same thing that is challenging you. So the Ace of Pentacles can refer directly to seed money, startup money, funds in general, financial resources, opportunities, investments, anything of that nature. So I would say you have something that you really want to go forward with right now, but you might not have the startup capital or the seed money to actually just get that going. So that could be something that's making you feel really under pressure or very challenged around this time. But I would say don't let that get to you and don't let that stop you from pursuing your goals. It's talking here also about, well, did you see that? There's this huge bug that just landed. It's been flying around the room. It's some kind of beetle. Can you see it? It's right there. Let's see if I can get more light on it. Can you guys see that? This guy right here? That's crazy. And it's 2222. Hi. It looks like he's dying. Interesting. I'm gonna actually look that up because that is definitely a part of your reading. It's not a coincidence that this has happened right now. I think that almost bit me. These kind of beetles, I think, actually have pretty sharp stingers. But anyway, give me a second here. I'm gonna look up beetle as a spirit animal or a totem animal. Just give me a second. It says as the kind of tagline, playtime, joy creates miracles. Now, you have here in your reading with the rune, this rune is called Wunjo and it represents joy. And you have the 10 of Cups in reverse here, which is kind of like, I mean, in the upright position, it would be joy. So there's definitely an element of joy and happiness in your reading. Let's see what it says. I'm just going to read here through this page and see what we get. Okay, meaning and messages. B, symbolism, is asking you to make changes in your life that do not necessarily comply with you being true to yourself. In other words, the beetle meaning lets you know that you must evaluate the situation in its entirety so that you can find a way to compromise. The presence of this spirit animal means that change will come whether you want it to or not. Moreover, the beetle's meaning shows you that compromise is the only way to maintain your integrity and beliefs. More than likely, this entire predicament is related to an ongoing unresolved family situation. The 10 of Cups can be about family as well. Moreover, I've read that. More than likely, this entire predicament is relating to an unresolved family situation. Unfortunately, it requires your participation, even though you have been able to maintain some distance. Thus, the beetle meaning insists that you must find a way to remove yourself from the drama. Only then can you be a harbor of sanity amid the insanity. More alternatively, the beetle symbolism gives you a notice of favorable outcomes to the current difficulties you are facing. Therefore, things are rolling to a close. However, by maintaining your integrity, things will soon resolve. Okay, so there's some, I think there's some relevant things in there as far as I'm seeing from the other cards as well. I'm going to just read here another section. It says totem spirit animal. People with the beetle totem are compassionate and aware individuals with the gift of clairvoyance and clairsentience. These gifts work unobtrusively and within their instincts. They're always in the right place at the right time and know precisely how to get there. Folks with the beetle totem never give up on a project. They always find a way to see things to a full resolution or completion. These people waste nothing, recycle obsessively, are frugal to a fault, and have a profound understanding of Mother Earth and her needs. Their life seems to be one of constant change. However, they always maintain their sense of integrity throughout all of this. People with this power animal can turn things negative into a positive. They also lean towards the sciences of botany, biology, anthropology as career choices. Okay, so the thing that's coming through here now in this next section is that it's about survival, adaptation, and change. Okay, and I'm definitely seeing that in the rest of the reading here as well, especially with this Seven of Wands here, which is about, and in this position, this is the area of the reading which describes the resources you can use. So how I'm seeing this is that it's talking here about being adaptable, I would say, for sure. Seven of Wands in reverse. It's about putting your defensiveness down, putting down any resistance that you might have, and just going with whatever energy is coming towards you, and in a way figuring out how to flow with it, how to adapt to it, and how to change yourself. Like I was saying in the part that I just read there about compromise. What did it say? Just give me a second. It was talking about, yeah, asking you to make changes in your life that might not necessarily comply with you being true to yourself. So it's talking about compromise, adaptation, adjusting. Okay, adjusting. I'm hearing your temperament, adjusting your temperament, adjusting what you believe as well. I think also the Seven of Wands is kind of leaning in towards that too. It's like what you think you believe, what you feel is something that you strongly believe in or that you hold firmly to might be something that you need to let go of here, or to yield a little bit to the circumstances so that you can profoundly change something that might be actually preventing you from reaching your goals, right? Because this Four of Wands in the outcome position in this deck is called aspiration, and it's in the reverse. So how I'm seeing this in context with the rest of the cards, with the rune and with the beetle that flew into the reading. By the way, I'm in a closed room. I don't know where this thing came from. It's definitely part of your reading here. I'm going to put the light on again so that you can see it. Can you guys see that? This guy here. I think he's definitely dying here. So yeah, just landed in the middle of your spread and is part of your reading. What I was saying here, this card in this deck is called aspiration, and it's in reverse. Normally the Four of Wands would be about stability, foundations, home life, marriage. It could be a celebration. It could be an engagement or some kind of people coming together, right? A union of some kind, a bond. But in this deck, it's called aspiration. It has a little bit of a different interpretation. And the fact that it's come out in the reverse in your reading, there's this Four of Wands, Seven of Wands together. And then this Ten of Cups in reverse is very similar to the rune, which is called Wunjo. As I said, it's about joy. I'll read to you the interpretation of that in a second. But what I'm feeling overall in your reading is that you might be being too strict or too stubborn with yourself about something that you believe that is in some way interfering with or causing a restriction or causing you to feel some type of resistance to what is showing up here that is wanting you to move forward, and it's preventing you from moving forward because you're too stubbornly or too strictly holding on to something that you believe to be true. I hope this is making sense for you, Libra. I want to read to you this rune now. Give me a second to pull it up. Okay, Wunjo. It's called joy. Joy, comfort, pleasure, fellowship, harmony, prosperity. Again, connected very strongly to the Ten of Cups, which is in the reverse in your reading, and it's in the position of the hidden forces. This is what you don't know, what you can't see. It also says here ecstasy, glory, spiritual reward, but also the possibility of going over the top. If unrestrained, the meaning is general, success and recognition of worth. Now, in the reverse position, it's coming in the upright here, but for some people, I'm gonna give this interpretation because this might be relevant for some of you, especially because these three cards are in the reading are in reverse. What it says is stultification, sorrow, strife, alienation, delirium, intoxication, possession by higher forces, impractical enthusiasm, raging frenzy, berserker. How I'm reading that is for some people watching this reading, again, because you have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Some of you might be overindulging in things. You might have a level of delusion or a disconnect between what's possible for you and what you actually are doing now, right? And like there needs to be a connection between your beliefs, your activities, the things that are the way you're functioning in daily life right now, and the direction you're trying to go or the goal you're trying to attain. For some of you, there's a disconnect and there's an impractical, somewhat delusional belief or attitude that you are engaging in right now that is completely disconnected and separate from where you need to go. That's why the Ace of Pentacles is where you are now, and it's also the challenge. It's like you have all this enthusiasm, consciousness, excitement, project, idea, whatever, but you might be completely unrealistic about it. You get what I'm saying? So there needs to be a realignment, a readjustment, a recalibration between what you think you're capable of and where you're actually going right now, and how that connects to the behavior and the beliefs and the attitudes that you're holding in the present moment. Because where you want to get to now, where you want to get to from here might not actually be possible given the activities and the behavior and the attitudes that you're actually holding in this present moment. All right, let's go back one more time to the beetle and I'll see if there's anything else there. Oh yeah, there it is right there. We must have talked about it already. It says the beetle symbolism can give you notice of favorable outcomes to the current difficulties you are facing. It's kind of the opposite of what I just said. Right now, what I'm seeing in your reading is that there could be an unfavorable outcome, right? An unfavorable outcome based on the current circumstances that you are in because of something that you believe to be true, which may not actually be true, or something that you believe to be true that may have been true at one point, but in current and potential energy, it's not relevant, it doesn't relate. So it's interfering with and causing resistance or reluctance or strife or hesitation or a blockage of some kind in terms of the current energy that you're in. Okay, just give me another second. I'm just skimming a little further through. This page I opened up was actually really long about the beetle. Okay, there's a section here about the color of beetles. There's black, blue, and green, but the one we have here is definitely black or brown, so I'm going to read that one. Black beetle dreams, this is talking about in dream symbolism, but I think it can be relevant here. Black beetle brings change and transformation. The next few days will be a bit chaotic in a positive way. Chaos accompanies complete metamorphosis as the new takes root and begins to grow. Once you integrate this change, things will settle down. Okay? Libra, I hope you found that helpful. I definitely see here there's something that you need to shift in terms of the way you think about something that you're dealing with, or some kind of fundamental practical thing that you are fiercely and stubbornly holding onto as a belief or some kind of structural foundational thing that you have as a part of your life, as a part of your archetype. That's something that really needs to shift here in order for you to make a breakthrough, to move past some resistance that you have or some blockage that you might feel like you have right now with regards to something that you really want to achieve or move towards. I think you need to make a major breakthrough here, and it's really up to you. It's up to you to change your attitude. It's up to you to change your belief around something. It's up to you to compromise something that you are, like I said, stubbornly holding on to, that's actually getting in the way of you achieving something that you are really passionate about. Libra, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing birthday month. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much again. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.